Hi, welcome to Unveiling Sickle Cell Beyond the Pain. I am your host, Tabitha McGee, and the Executive Director of the Sickle Cell Foundation of Georgia. My strong faith has helped me survive many storms. Today, we're going to learn how our sickle cell warriors not only have survived the storm, but thrive. It all starts here, and it all starts right now.
I know the questions in your mind. Unveiling sickle cell beyond the pain. Now I believe that I can get through anything. Past the touch, now you can unveil sickle cell beyond the pain.
Welcome to Unveiling Sickle Cell Beyond the Pain. We're here to spread the word about sickle cell disease, what it is, who it affects, and how sickle cell warriors courageously fight through the stereotypes and stigma of not looking sick, although they battle chronic pain daily. That judgment can be one of the many reasons some sickle cell warriors don't receive the care and medical attention they need. Today, we're talking with people living with sickle cell disease and some of the most caring, kind people who help support them. All that's next, so stay with us. Thank you for staying with us. Let's get the show started. Unless you have sickle cell disease, you can't possibly understand what it's like to live with it every day. Today, we're going to take a deep dive into how sickle cell warriors overcome their challenges. I'm talking with two very special guests today. Tayo Togba is the founder of Impact Element Solutions. It's a company offering strategic consulting and project management services. Can you tell us about your journey with sickle cell? Because I know you told me before that your journey was different, but tell us about that.
I was diagnosed with sickle cell at the age of birth.
Okay.
And I didn't have my first crisis until I was 6 years old. But I actually learned how to cope with my sickle cell at the age of 12,
Okay.
12, 14 in my teenage years. I was having crises back to back constantly, nonstop. And I do have sickle cell beta thal. I did not say that. But I was having crises back to back. And then it was so constant that my parents couldn't be there. So they had to find ways to help me cope. And so my mom would actually teach me ways to manage my health on the phone while I was in the hospital while she was at work.
Okay.
So I started learning things like deep breathing and body scan meditations in the hospital bed because my mom couldn't be with me. So they had to find ways to help me live well or live well.
Yeah.
So my journey has been a bit different because ever since then, I had to realize that what was sending me to the hospital, kind of learn ways to manage that. So that's kind of my journey. It's been, and I took that and I grew. I took the things that she gave me and I constantly just built on that. And that's how I manage my sickle cell now to this day. Of course, I still have crises, but it's just not as often and things like that. So yeah.
That's so wonderful to hear because you've learned how to overcome the challenges of living with sickle cell.
At an early age.
At a
very early age.
And that's the reason for this show, Unveiling Sickle Cell Beyond the Pain, because we want people to understand that it's not just pain. You know, you've learned how to overcome the pain by dealing with the challenges and doing the very things that your mom taught you how to do, deep breathing. And what else you said you were doing?
The body scan meditations.
Okay.
It was just something where we scanned the whole body to see how I really feel, where the
Okay.
pain is at, and how to, let the doctors know. Because it helped me speak with the doctors as well. Learning my body helped me communicate what I need to my physicians.
Okay.
So that was something I learned early, and it made me a better communicator.
Okay.
So yeah.
Oh, that's so wonderful to hear. And then you have a skill now that you can teach other warriors how to overcome their challenges.
Yes. And so, yeah, I took that skill and I was wondering why people are not using this. What's going on?
Right.
And so I realized that these are things or tools that people can use from the hospital bed. It's not anything major.
Okay.
It's not, I even journaled when I was younger because I was by myself. My parents were both in the healthcare world,
Wow.
busy, and me spending weeks in the hospital. I can't really, they can't really help me. They can bring me grapes and fruit and whatever else, but they
Right.
can't actually be there. So my mom is on the phone, she's talking me through it, telling me, how to do a body scan. She's like, feel your head,
Oh,
feel your
wow.
shoulders, shrug your
Okay.
shoulders, you know, wiggle your toes. And when I didn't know it was a body scan until I got older. So learning those things, I thought I was just doing something to find out, wait a minute, these are things and tools that people are actually teaching right now
Right. Yeah.
and how important they are to your health. So I got into the self-care space because I was like, someone has to use this. Use something. If you don't take everything, just take the breathing.
That's
Well,
good.
thank you for sharing that. And so I'm going to turn to you, Amy, because you are a community health worker
Yes.
and you deal with sickle cell warriors all day, every day.
Yes.
And you teach them and give them resources to overcome the challenges. Can you tell us about
Yes.
your role?
Yes. Most of the time, I just point them. I listen to them first, and I hear what they have to say, and then I try to educate them in different ways, um, locating the resources that they may need that they probably never heard of before that we do here at the Sickle Cell Foundation. And so I start out with empathy, just showing love and care to them, not judging them in any form or fashion, and letting them know that they are important. So um, housing is my main. That's like 95% of my
Oh, wow.
clients that they need housing. They work, they lose their jobs because they've been in and out of the hospital from having the crisis and everything. So yeah, and most of the time, there's a lot of people giving away food now, but so I direct them to those organizations that can help them get themselves some food. And basically, if they move in a new apartment or in their new home, they will also, we can send them to the furniture bank and make sure they have food. So my role is to make sure that they are taken care of and no one is looking down on them and making them feel important no matter where they go and what they do at that point of time.
We're going to come back and get back to that
Yeah.
because I know you do so much more.
I do.
So we're going to take a quick commercial break and we're going to
Okay.
come right back. Thank you for staying with us.
Yeah.
Don't go too far. We'll be right back. Thanks for coming back. I know you want to hear more from our guests, so let's continue. So Amy, you talked about providing resources and you said 95% are housing.
Yes.
So are you telling me that some of our warriors are homeless?
Yes, of course. They are. A lot of them have lost their homes due to being in the hospital over and over and over, especially if they have the SS. And most of them in and out sleeping with relatives on a couch and everything. So it's my job to find them the things that they need, even trying to find them a job that they can do. A lot of times I'm kind of steering them into the directions of remote jobs
Okay.
so that they can kind of be at home during those times, especially when the weather changes. I also talk to them now about life insurance, especially if I meet new parents that have a baby and that the child was born with sickle cell, to go ahead and lock them in because
Right.
sometimes it's very hard to get life insurance when you have that disease. So also with the referring them to our wonderful, beautiful wellness center.
Yeah.
Like they go up there, they can go there and have their infusions and all those things. So I make sure that I encourage them take advantage of that. Transportation is also an issue for my clients.
Wow.
So we also are able to pay for if they need a MARTA bus ticket or the Uber and Lyft. So it's basically when I come here to work, I have to just let them just let them know that I'm here for them.
Right.
Because a lot of times they don't even have family, some of them. And so it's very hard for them. And the empathy that I have to show, it I have a few that really have touched my heart where they didn't have any place to go and they was trying to come to Atlanta to make a better life. And it didn't happen for them because they were always in the hospital.
Right.
So it's very difficult. It's
Yeah.
very difficult for them.
Well, what I can say is they love you. We thank you for being a community health worker.
Yeah.
I had a client to tell me yesterday, oh, it's like a social worker. Yes,
Yeah, it
she's with
is.
you all the time, 24/7. And because of the shortage that we have in the healthcare system, you guys are needed. You're just
Yes.
like nurses. You're just like doctors
Mhm.
because they may, write a prescription out, and they may take care of you while you're in the hospital.
Yes.
But it really starts once you leave there.
Yes.
Now, what tools do I have available? So thank you for providing the support that you
Yeah.
do to community health workers. I know that they really love you.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you so much for that.
You're
So
welcome.
Tayo, I want to talk about you've overcome the challenges of living with sickle cell. What does your day-to-day look like?
My day to day, I think my biggest my day to day, I mean, I go to work. I think I don't know. I don't have a major routine.
Okay.
But I think I just get up and I go to work, and I don't really have a real routine, I don't think.
Okay.
I have a routine, like as far as like when I get off, I may go for walks and things
Okay.
like that. But I don't have a set routine in regards to my sickle cell.
Okay.
I only focus, like my day to day, like I only focus on, okay, I think can we cut this? I think I'm saying this right. But I don't know.
Well, that's okay.
Yeah,
I mean, you
don't
told
think-
me
I think
you
that's
have a
it.
routine. You get up, you go to
I
work.
go to work. It just
yeah.
depends on what the day is like. I
Yes.
think my day just kind of varies.
Okay.
But I do know I don't have any set things I do
Okay.
every day in regards to sickle cell.
Okay.
No.
Well, I really wasn't coming from just sickle
okay,
cell.
so
just
sorry,
from
okay.
it's okay.
And-
just from your day to day of because you're thriving. You have
Okay,
overcome the challenges.
So,
yeah.
Okay, so that perspective. So yeah, so my day to day is So my like I said, I get up, I go to work.
Okay.
I sometimes in the evening I go for walks.
Okay.
I'm big on walks because I can't run, but
I can't either.
I'm not
Bad
a runner,
knees.
but yes, everything else.
Yes.
But and I also I work in a clinical research space now.
Okay.
And also do project management, things like that. So I think I have a high stress day. So I mean, job or life in general, the things that I do is high stress. So what I do is kind of focuses on how can I manage this stress? How can I maintain my day? What the people around me, my environments, I'm checking. I'm like, do I have a candle going? My heater going?
Yeah.
My I'm always monitoring what my needs are,
Right.
and do I have them? Is it accessible to me?
Right.
So I think with sickle cell, you're constantly monitoring everything.
And making
You don't get a
adjustments,
break.
right?
You're making
Yeah.
adjustments. So the people around you, you're like, I can't be around this. Oh, this person gossips too much. I can't be around them. Or
Right.
everything bothers you. So it's
Yeah.
like, it's too cold in here. I gotta leave. I need a jacket. So you're never really. Do you ever really get a break?
Right.
Do you ever really get a break?
Right.
I don't think you do, but you have to give yourself one. But you're always thinking about everything.
Yeah. Well, that's wonderful to hear because you're really saying I'm taking a daily assessment of myself. What I need, you're analyzing your needs, you understand your needs, and you know how to say, that's not good for me. I'm not gonna do that. And so I like that. I like that a lot. I like that a lot. So guess what? We have this amazing guy, Blaze, on the street.
All right.
And we have this amazing thing that he's doing out there. And we want to go to Blaze. And Blaze, tell us how it's going down there in the city of Atlanta today.
It's going great out here, team. We are on the Atlanta Beltline, and I'm here with Gianna.
Yep.
And this is Did You Know, the show to test what you know about sickle cell disease. Gianna tells me she doesn't know much about sickle cell, but she's down for the Chick-fil-A.
Yep.
3 questions,
We can
get
do
them
it.
all right, and you get a high five and some Chick-fil-A.
Okay.
You ready?
Okay. We do it.
Question number 1, true or false? Sickle cell disease is contagious.
False.
That is correct. 2 more, chicken
Okay.
sandwich.
Okay.
Or kale, or whatever you get from there.
Okay.
Number 2, people with sickle cell disease should avoid high altitudes and extreme temperatures. True or false?
I want to say true.
You want to say true? You want to be right. That is correct.
Okay, cool.
All right, 1 more. Chicken time.
Okay.
Number 3, sickle cell disease can cause delayed growth and puberty in children. True or false?
True.
That is correct. See, she said she didn't know much about sickle cell, but I think she just tried to hustle us for some Chick-fil-A. Here we go. That is yours.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for participating. We really appreciate you. Here's the high five, I promise.
Thank
And that
you.
was Did You Know, the show to test what you know about sickle cell. Back to you guys in the studio.
Blaze, that is amazing. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much for all that you do. I know the people know so much more about sickle cell today. And I want to say thank you to you all for being here. It was incredible information I learned today. You certainly taught the sickle cell community some powerful techniques that they can do from your mom. And Amy, again, thank you for all that you do for the community. You both are so necessary and so needed. I thank you for being here. Can't wait to see you guys again. What a great show. We appreciate all that good information from our guests. We're taking sickle cell disease out of the shadows and bringing it to the forefront with the information that empowers the community. Thank you so much to our sponsors, our supporters, and of course to you, our viewers. We know you have other viewing choices, and we're glad you're choosing us. We'll be back next week with another episode. Until then, just remember, there is hope in every heartbeat.